Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is DVD Collector 1986 here with another video. I just did my first video in a long time yesterday, and I'm doing another one today because I got some more movies in the mail. And I did watch a couple of horror films uh, last night and into today, and I'll mention those toward the end of the video. But first, let me show you what I got in the mail. I literally bought this as a blind buy. Never seen it before. I've heard good things about it. And I literally bought it for $3 off of eBay. And it was brand new, still in the shrink wrap, which I couldn't believe. It was actually listed as used, but it actually wasn't used. It's brand new. And that's The Drop. That stars James Gandolfini. Everybody will remember him as Tony in The Sopranos. This was actually the last movie that he did right before he died. So I'd never seen it, and I wanted to check it out. So I couldn't beat it for $3, and it's on Blu-ray, no less. So The Drop. Now this is a new release. Just came out this past Tuesday, just a few days ago. I own the first film, and I absolutely love it. And so naturally, even though I haven't actually seen this movie yet, I'm pretty sure I'll like it. And so it's the sequel, and I had to get it. And that would be Sicario: Day of the Soldado, which means Day of the Soldier. Um, I love the first Sicario film. I absolutely love it. And so I have no doubt that I will enjoy this one. Um, I did not pay retail for this. I bought it from a seller on eBay who gave me a brand new case, the Blu-ray disc, which has all the special features and stuff that I like. I love all the behind the scenes stuff and the original artwork. So I paid a grand total of $10 for this. If you go look for it on Amazon, it will run you. Of course, there's no DVD. He kept the DVD, but that's okay. But if you go buy this Blu-ray with the DVD brand new on Amazon, it'll run you about $20. So, like I said, I think I got a pretty good deal on this. And like I said, that's a new release. Okay, now we're getting into a few hard titles. There is a Shout Factory Blu-ray release of this out. However, I didn't have enough money this month to get the Shout Factory version of this because I had already bought a whole bunch of other Shout Factory titles that I really wanted. And again, this is a movie, shockingly, a John Carpenter film that I have not seen. So I figured I would blind buy it. I bought it for about $2 on eBay used, and I'm pretty sure I'll like it because it's John Carpenter. But that would be Village of the Damned. This actually stars Christopher Reeve and Kirstie or Kirstie Alley? Kirstie Alley from the Lucas Talking films. I've heard good things about this also, and I think my friend Laurie would probably like this because Christopher Reeve's in it. She's a big Superman fan. So again, I have not seen this, so I'm really looking forward to checking this out. So from this point, from this point, none of the movies I've shown you so far are movies that I've actually seen. So that's why I really am going to enjoy checking these out because these are not upgrades. These are so far these are movies that I have never seen. Um, Anyone who has watched my channel knows that I'm a big fan of 1980s horror, that's why I like that show, Stranger Things. So naturally, I'm a big fan of Creep Show and Creep Show 2. And I also like horror documentaries, from, Never Sleep Again, to Crystal Lake Memories, Halloween 25 Years of Terror, Halloween the Inside Story. It goes on and on and on. I have a very extensive part of my collection that is just horror related documentaries. And those are almost funner to watch than the freaking movies themselves. Um, because to me, it's like the icing on top of the cake. It's, I've seen all these movies over and over and over, and I love them, and obviously I watch them over and over and over. But then having all these documentaries that talk about how all these movies were made, it just it's great for me anyway. So anyway, because I like Creep Show, I got this. It's called Just Desserts. You see Tom Savini there on the front, and George Romero, and I believe Stephen King. Yeah, and this is a Synapse Films Blu-ray release, and it's also done by Red Shirt. Um, yeah, Red Shirt Pictures. Red Shirt Pictures is responsible for most of the special bonus featurettes and bonus content that is put on most Shout Factory Blu-ray releases. So if you watch a special featurette that's on a Shout Factory release of a movie, um, like Halloween 6, for example, or any of the Shout Factory titles, at the end of the featurette, you'll see a Red Shirt Pictures logo. So, anyway, this is all about the making of Creep Show. Again, Blind Buy, haven't ever seen it. Been wanting to get that for a while, though. And the last couple of titles here are um, Shout Factory Collector's Editions. Again, Blind Buy, From Beyond. This is an H.P. Lovecraft film. Um, and I've never seen this, so I can't really comment on it. I heard that it's got really good special effects, and some people have compared it to John Carpenter's The Thing. Other than that, that's all I know. Um, I am very much looking forward to popping this in the Blu-ray player and checking it out. And if you'll notice, this that movie and this one, this is an upgrade. I've seen this one. This is the only movie out of this bunch that I have seen. I have the original Universal Blu-ray release, but this is the Shout Factory Collector's Edition, and it's loaded with special features, and it's a 2-disc set. Again, I've seen this movie, but I collect Shout Factory releases, so I had to pick this up. But what I was going to say was, if you notice, these don't have slip covers. And I'm going to catch a lot of flack here. I'm going to tell you something. I could care less about the slip covers. I think if I've seen these stupid slip covers on eBay go for $15-$20 just for the slip cover, a piece of freaking cardboard, um, a piece of paper that just wraps around the Blu-ray case. And I get it, if you like to collect them and you have to have slipcovers for all your movies, but I've seen people go out of their way to pay $20 or $30 just for a darn slipcover. To me, that's idiotic, because you could take that same $30 and you could buy 2 or 3 other movies with that same money that maybe you don't already have in your collection. I mean, come on, people. This people are gonna cringe when they hear me say this, but every single Shout Factory release that I own, I threw away all the slipcovers. I hate the slipcovers. They're going to get worn out. I don't keep my movies in protective cases. I'm not a safe queen. Uh, if you don't know what that means someone who takes, or it could be an object that is like a prized dear possession to you, so you don't touch it. You just rub it with a diaper like a sports car, and you leave it in a safe somewhere in a static, anti-static bag, and you only take it out from time to time to look at it because it's pretty, but you never really use whatever that item is. That is your safe queen right there. And some people treat their movies like that. I take good care of my movies, even though they're not in protective cases. Um, but I intend to watch all my movies and enjoy them. I don't buy my movies just to look at the packaging and say, "Oh, I own this. Look, there it is on my shelf," and then never touch it. I'm sorry, but life is short, and if you're gonna spend money on these nice editions and things, you might as well enjoy them while you're here. So, because you can't take them with you when you're gone. But anyway, that's just my approach. So naturally, I don't care about slipcovers, whether they come with them or not. I throw them away. I don't really care, and I think that there's something wrong with you if you want to spend 20, 15, $20 on a piece of cardboard, just to put around your Blu-ray case for your Shot Factory um, movie or any other movie that comes with a slipcover. People are obsessed with slipcovers. I never understood that. But that is my collection update for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Um, and I was going to mention real quick some of the movies I've watched between last night and right now. I watched, I think it's called Just Before Dawn. That was in my collection update yesterday. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it is very reminiscent of Friday the 13th. Kind of like Friday the 13th meets Wrong Turn. If you've seen that movie Just Before Dawn, you'll know what I'm talking about. And but again, it was still very enjoyable, even though it's not one of my favorites. I'm glad to have it in the collection. I did enjoy it to an extent, and I also watched on video on demand through my cable provider. Um, the Final Girls. That's a Friday the 13th spoof. And I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that so much that at some point I'm going to pick that up. And I also watched the fan film that recently got um, put out on YouTube for free, um, called Halloween or The Spirit of Haddonfield. Um, I thought it was pretty good. I had my misgivings with it. It's not perfect, but what fan film is. But my biggest gripe with it was that it wasn't longer. I really did like what I saw, but I wanted more of it. And that short film is just barely under 20 minutes. It's like 19 minutes and something. Not even 20 minutes. And I wanted it to be longer. I'm a fan of the other fan film for the Friday the 13th films called Never Hike Alone. And I wanted this Halloween fan film, Spirit of Haddonfield, to be more like closer to 50 minutes, maybe an hour. Maybe I would have enjoyed it even more. I just wanted more of what I saw, but I guess maybe that's not really a complaint. But I wished it had been a little longer. The only negative I can think of, and no offense to the actress in there, she's a good actress, but there was one scene that really bugged me, and that's when she's hiding in her house from Michael, and she's hiding behind the counter where the stove is, and she's on the cell on her well, not cell phone, on her landline phone. She calls the police, and she says, um, "I'm really hurt. Please hurry." That I mean, I'm not doing it justice. But if you've seen that fan film at that part, that particular part where she says those two things, I didn't think that was very good acting. Now the rest of her acting was spot on. It was really good, but that one scene really bugged me for some reason. Other than that, I really enjoyed that fan film. And let's see. Oh, and the other thing I've been watching for like the past 5 days, um, I've been watching more of this than actual movies, and that's there's a guy on YouTube named Omar. His YouTube channel is called Omar Gosh TV. He has a ton of ghost hunting videos where he goes to legitimately haunted places and tries to see if he can capture things on camera. And most of the time, just about every video, he does capture things. And I'm talking disembodied voices and apparitions, things on camera, objects being moved or thrown across the room. Uh, really spooky stuff. And he has like 5 years worth of videos on that channel. So I mean, there's tons and tons to watch. I've seen I've probably watched about 50 of his videos already, and there's still like hundreds more that I haven't even seen. But since it's October, if you want to get a good scare, I recommend going to his channel, watching his videos, and give him a sub. He doesn't know who I am. He doesn't even know that I'm giving him a shout out here. I haven't really commented on his videos, but I've hooked my computer up to my big plasma TV there, and I actually watch his videos on my TV. So it's like watching television, only there's no commercials, which is nice. But I love his content, I love his channel. And I will say this, the first ghost hunting video of his that I watched was one where he went and investigated the Queen Mary um, cruise liner that's been docked in California since 1966. It's very reminiscent of what the Titanic looked like, and the ship is actually bigger than the Titanic. But that was the first video of his that I watched, and stuff happens in that video, spooky stuff, and all of his videos are just excellent. So please go check him out and give him a sub. I mean, he really, once you start watching his videos, if you're into the ghost hunting thing, you'll get hooked like I did. And they're so entertaining. But I've been watching his videos for like the past 5 days with a few regular movies sprinkled throughout here and there. But anyway, that will do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and have a happy October, everyone.